What's going on, guys? Shots here. In today's video I'm going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto 6. This is something I didn't think I'd be talking about anytime soon, but I did come across some GTA 6 leaks that I figured I'd go ahead and share. Now this isn't actually super crazy new news. Maybe some of you guys saw this a couple of years back because this is about 2-year-old news. However, I do have an extra document that does give a little more insight of these leaks pretty much. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin today's video by talking about what I did find on the GTA forums. So this post isn't too old, it's about 17 days old, but you guys can see that they are talking about the mention of the next GTA, and they're talking about a document that was very pre-production, and it had a ton of drafting ideas, and it actually lists a ton of places that could be the setting of GTA 6. So somebody did go ahead and ask for the list, and then Yan2295, a Rockstar insider that is super reliable, he did actually link the post that he put. So the post that he actually posted back in 2016 does say Miami, some random small town, Vegas 1970s, somewhere snowy like Chicago or Detroit, or Mexico City. Now the first one is Miami. Of course it is Vice City. A lot of people assume that the next GTA is going to be taking place in Vice City. Now me personally, I wouldn't really like it just because, I don't know, Vice City wasn't my favorite area, but then of course Rockstar is going to make Vice City super big, and it's going to be like 50 times bigger than the Vice City map, of course, if they actually do decide to go with Vice City. So maybe if they do go with that, maybe they'll just actually make it a super cool place and I'll actually enjoy the game. I don't really know. Now the next one is some random small town. Now of course when it comes to Rockstar games, I'm not sure what a small town would be, because when I think of a small town I'm thinking maybe like Sandy Shores or something, and like all of the desert. Maybe that's kind of a small town, but I'm not really sure. But then of course GTA does have cars, so assuming that it's going to be a small town, it's not really going to be that small if you're going to be traveling via vehicle, just because you'll be able to travel through the city very quickly. But that's just my opinion. Now Vegas 1970s. Las Vegas would honestly be probably one of my favorite places if Rockstar decided to go with this. However, I would probably want it to be in present time and not the 1970s, because I'm going to throw some pictures up on the screen right here. You guys can see that Las Vegas back in the 1970s wasn't like a super crazy awesome place compared to what it is today, where there's a ton of skyscrapers, there's a ton of cool hotels like the Pyramid. You know, there's a ton of cool things in the present time compared to the 1970s. However, Las Vegas did have a lot of casinos and stuff, so if they did decide to go with Las Vegas, they'd probably add casinos. Maybe the game would be based off of money again, just like GTA 5. Of course, we'd have to see what Rockstar goes ahead and does. If it was Las Vegas, I would kind of want them to throw in San Francisco, kind of like San Andreas had, so it would be Las Vegas, the desert, and then San Francisco. That'd be something that would probably be one of my dream maps for the next GTA, but that's just what I would want. Now, of course, I don't know what Rockstar has up their sleeve. Maybe they have an even complete different idea, and it's none of these on the list. But of course, at the end of the day, we have to wait and see what Rockstar goes ahead and does. Now the next one is somewhere snowy like Chicago or Detroit. These places would actually be pretty cool to have, just because we don't normally see any snowy maps on GTA. Like any of the main GTAs have never had a snowy map. The closest thing that we've ever had to having a snowy map is North Yankton, but of course that's just used for the prologue and for that one mission towards the end of the game, and then that's it. You don't get to see North Yankton anymore. You don't get to travel over there without like mods or anything or glitches. But besides that, we never really get to see what North Yankton had in store. Yeah, I would have liked to see a lot more missions over there, but of course we didn't really get to see much. And then of course we do have the GTA Online snow events during the Christmas time, so all that is the only time we've actually seen snow in a GTA game, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only time we've actually seen snow in the GTA games. So if Rockstar did do somewhere snowy like Chicago or Detroit, it'd be kind of cool. Now of course, I wonder if Rockstar would do something during the summer. For example, have a week where like all the snow is melted in the map or something for the summer. I don't know, that'd be kind of cool though. Just like switched it around, instead of making it snowy during Christmas, make it sunny and hot during summer. I don't know. That'd be really cool to see what Rockstar does with that if they decide to go with somewhere snowy. Now, Mexico City. Mexico City would probably be one of my favorite places, just because Mexico has a lot of shit going on, honestly. Like, you know, there's cartels, there's smugglers. You'd probably be like close to the border, and if you can't actually go through the border into the US or something, so for example maybe it's Mexico and Texas or something, Maybe you could have missions where you're like trying to smuggle drugs across the US or something, I don't know. But I feel like Mexico City would probably be one of the cooler places to actually have GTA based in. However, I'm not sure if Rockstar is actually going to go outside of the US, because I think the only time they've actually done it is like back in GTA London or Chinatown Wars. I don't even know if it was actually in China though, so I don't know about that. But GTA London, I believe, was probably one of the few that were actually outside of the United States. Correct me if I'm wrong again, because honestly, I don't know a lot of information about those super old GTAs. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these places in the comment section below. So I actually do have another document by Yan2295 that I'm not sure was actually released or not, but you guys can see right here, it does say GTA Next full production 60 people plus 10 OS full production team. Now obviously in 2018 this is a super old document, so like we're in 2018 now, I'm sure the team is super freaking big now compared to before. Now the first city in the list of course is Miami, and then it just says what's new, so I'm guessing that's just like Vice City, nothing new. Small Town GTA, this is the one that I did talk about, and it does have a lot more information. So it does say tight stories, scheduled characters, and it does say plural characters, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a lot of characters or just one. I'm assuming if it does say characters, it's kind of going to be like GTA 5 where you do have like 3 characters or 2 characters, I'm not really sure. Now it does say also ridiculous levels of ambience, which is very cool. Every home interior is modeled, so this would be really cool as well, just because maybe you would have things like home burglaries or whatever, where you can break into houses and rob them and make money that way, kind of like GTA San Andreas had that little mini game where you would rob houses. That's up to Rockstar, of course, if they decide to do Small Town. Every building is enterable. Now that would be actually very cool as well, mostly because GTA 5 is very limited on the places that you can enter, and something where every building is enterable would be super freaking awesome, just because there'd be so much more to do in the game in my opinion. Now also there is going to be more realism if they decide to go with this one, and if you're wanted, you are on the run for a while. Now this last part kind of reminds me of Red Dead Redemption, which is the only reason I don't think Rockstar would do it, because if you played Red Dead Redemption, if you were wanted, you were pretty much getting chased for quite a while until they either caught you or you finally escaped. But I know Red Dead Redemption wasn't that easy to actually escape from the police, so I really don't think Rockstar would do Small Town GTA, because it does sound like something like Red Dead Redemption would have, and if it's a small town, you never know how small it actually is going to be, and I really feel like everybody's extremely hyped for GTA 6, and if it was just some small town type of thing, there would be a lot of disappointment, but that's just my opinion. Now Vegas 1970s, of course, we did cover that, and it does say casino like I did mention, so maybe we do see casinos if they do decide to go with that, but like I did say, I kind of do want it to be present time Las Vegas if they decide to go with Vegas. Somewhere snowy, we did cover that as well, and then Mexico City, we did cover that as well. The only reason I do want Mexico is because there's so much things to do over there, and I'm kind of biased since I live near Mexico, so I know the shit that goes on over there. But yeah, let me know what type of city you guys would like to see on Grand Theft Auto 6 or whatever they decide to call the next Grand Theft Auto. And also, I really do feel like if Rockstar decides to release this GTA 6 for current gen, for example PS4 and Xbox One, I really do feel like they're going to be announcing it sometime next year, just because I'm pretty sure that very soon they're going to start announcing the new consoles. So for example, whatever the next Xbox is going to be called, and the PlayStation 5, assuming that's what the name's going to be. So I do feel like Rockstar is going to be making some sort of announcement sometime next year, whether it's for E3 or whether it's just a random tweet that just says #6, and it would be the VI, kind of like they did for GTA 5. It's really up to Rockstar on how they decide to do this, but I know for sure the second they announce this game, I'm going to be going crazy, because I've been waiting for such a long time for GTA 6, and I can't wait to see what Rockstar has in store for us. Let me know what city you guys would want to see, assuming that Rockstar still is going based off of this list. I am pretty sure that by now, 2018, this list I believe was in 2012 or 2013, I'm not sure. We're in 2018 now, so I'm pretty sure that Rockstar does already know what location they decide to go with, and they are already working on it or making it, whatever they are doing at the moment. I'm sure Rockstar has their stuff together and they're going to be making some sort of announcement hopefully next year. That's just my opinion though. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. The only reason I'm saying sometime next year is because if they do want to release it for current gen, they would kind of have to announce it sometime soon, because especially because I don't think Rockstar would just do it for next gen consoles, considering there's a ton of players on the current gen consoles at the moment, so they would lose out on a ton of money if they actually didn't release it for the current gen. So knowing Rockstar, they're probably going to be releasing it for current gen, next gen, and PC, and they're going to make billions off of it, just like on GTA 5. But yeah, it's going to be pretty much it for the video. Let me know what city you guys would like to see Rockstar use if we are going based off of this list. And yeah, it's going to be pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Tell me what you really want from me. Point blank, no discussion. Close mouth, ow. I'll give it to you, no interruption. And tell me one time that you want me. I promise that I won't say nothing. Shut it up.